What's up, everybody, and welcome to Picking Up the Crap, the May edition, my series that looks at the NPD hardware and software numbers for the gaming industry. I'm your host, the one and only Jodecideion, and I'm joined by my partner in crime, TheShooter.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Now, here are your hardware numbers for May 2012. Your number one selling hardware, once again, is the Xbox 360, selling 160,000 systems in the month, down 40% from last year. Next, the Nintendo 3DS, selling 113,000 systems. Combined, the Nintendo family of systems sold 285,000 systems. That's 3DS, DS, and Wii. The DS had a slight bump due to the price cut given to its smaller and extra large models. There was no numbers given by Sony once again, but using some common sense and some good math, we do understand that the PS3 did come in probably second overall and home consoles. The Vita supposedly sold anywhere from 50,000 to lower. Like I said, these are just estimates. They're not proven facts due to Sony not releasing any information. Here are your software numbers for the May 2012 NPD. Your number one selling piece of software was Diablo 3 for the PC. No numbers were included. Number two, and your first game for home consoles, Max Payne 3 on three platforms, selling 440,000 copies. Number three, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier on two platforms, selling 400,000 copies. The following games are all below 400,000. Number four, Prototype 2 on two systems. Number five, NBA 2K12 on six platforms. Number six, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on four platforms. Number 7, Sniper Elite version 2 on two platforms. Number 8, Battlefield 3 on three platforms. Number 9, a new release and was only on the market for about 7 days, Dragon's Dogma on two consoles, 92,000 copies sold. And finally, number 10, Just Dance 3 on three consoles. Okay, in our first picking up the crap discussion topic, we want to look at the reception of a new IP from Capcom, Dragon's Dogma for the PS3 and Xbox. It actually had a total of maybe like a week, 5-6 days on the market to chart an NPD, and across two platforms, it only sold 92,000 copies. Now, this is a new IP and everything, but it has ties to, at least in design, Monster Hunter series. That's a very popular franchise in Japan and has a above cult following here in the U.S. And so I guess Capcom soon, if they can make our own Monster Hunter for the Western audience, it will blow up and become a successful IP. With these numbers, it's out the gate, it's bombed. Now, like I said, it is only like 5-6 days or whatever to chart, but still, 92,000 on two systems, that's dead weight. That's a bomb. So, the shooter, I want to ask you, what is the reason why this could have happened with this new game?
Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell because as you said, it seemed that the reception was very good. I mean, the game's been known for well over a year. It seemed like people really want to pick it up. To me, especially for myself, I thought about the Western design, at least of the playable characters.
Right.
And it even reminded me. You mentioned Monster Hunter, but it also reminds me to myself like a Japanese design version of Skyrim.
Right.
I think it even plays similar as far as the editing the characters and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe it's just another game that's caught up in that mid-year vacuum. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell.
So you think personally that people didn't buy it because people are not buying games at all right now? It's more of that people not purchasing anything than rather than people not really finding any kind of you know appreciation or desire to own that certain product.
Yeah, I mean, if I could select, I don't know if it was like a test or something, and I had multiple choices, I could only select that because a lot of these a lot of these games is are coming off to a slow start. I mean, to me, the hype is there and may not be what people think, but I think with the way the hype is over the internet now,
Hmm.
these games are getting more than enough
Right.
exposure and everything. And then with the exception of them being shown at little preview shows here and there, it's not like they're unknown. As a matter of fact, I just pulled up the I don't know if you were going to bring it up or not, but I just pulled up the Media Create numbers, and just on the PS3 in Japan, it's over 400,000. So it's it's something that I mean, they in Japan, they're supporting it.
Right.
So what the right now, the U.S. and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I can agree with you. I think it could be also with, like I said, we're not buying anything right now. I mean, across the board, no one's buying any kind of games unless it's the first person shooters or maybe that new PC
Hmm.
game that's now on the home console. But also, I think that they were trying to go after the Monster Hunter audience here in the U.S. in the Western area, but they didn't give us a Monster Hunter game. And I think they need to really understand that there's two things. I mean, there's a difference between having a Monster Hunter game and having a game that's like Monster Hunter. That's things about Monster Hunter that people like. It's not just the, you know, online feature teaming as a group going to kill these monsters. It's the it's the costume. It's the collecting the weapons. It's all that kind of RPG style, but same time, it's the whole Japanese anime influence. It feels like you're playing a Japanese anime, a regular Lotus War, a Berserk, one of those kind of style things. And people who love Japanese games want that Japanese feel in their games. This the Dragon
Hmm.
Dogma, it feels like I said it before. We don't want Lord of the Rings. We want like I said,
Right.
regular Lotus War. We want Berserk. And so I think that was really killed it. While it might have design and features that's similar to Monster Hunter, we want a Monster Hunter game. We want those made up crazy looking characters, Devil Joe and Raytheon and Jaggy, all those guys. We don't want like a real dragon or a real, bear creature, whatever we don't want that stuff. We
Hmm.
want that whole Japanese style. And so I think that could be a reason why, besides we're not buying games right now, that people are not just flocking out to get the game. We'll have to see next month how I do, but I'm I'm saying right now it's straight dead on arrival. All right, everybody, that was our look at the Bay numbers of the NPD. Please join us next month as we look at the June numbers. So for Pick Up the Crap and my boy the Shooter,
All right. Thanks a lot for listening, you guys. Have a good one.
I'm your host Jodeci Dion the One. We'll see you next time. Peace.